You have arrived to the third demonstration to show the powerful features of PenSpring. Using the test user account of Joseph, which we've created in the previous demonstration, and his document called My First Document, we will show you how multiple editors can refine each other's work without duplications, and then we will show you how the author reviews those edits. First, we can set the status of this work by making a note. Which saves automatically without refreshing the page. Clicking on Editor Access on the left, and then clicking on the work name, we go to the page where access is given. By starting new, you'll see that we can add Audrey, Jeff, and Sherlyn, who I invited earlier, and they've accepted invitations to be a part of my personal group. By saving them, I give them access to my first document, yet I still need to give them specific access, which is useful and flexible if there are more than one chapter that I might want to give differently to each editor. In this case, we only have one section. Choosing this option above, we see that we can set all the editors at once with the first and same access. We're in the English native language. We save it. You see they've all been given access. Now I've already logged in as all three other users in different browsers. So jumping in, we see that we're in the Jeff account. He's already added his own work, but we're interested in others' works from the top menu. We notice My First Document is listed as new from Joseph in others' works. We click on that, go straight on in, and we'll begin editing. By holding down the Control key and hitting Enter, you can save your entry without having to click on the Save button. Above, the switches turn on to go to the next sentence automatically. That's for your convenience. Taking out some text, adding some text there. We can also add on another sentence, making some changes there. And we can go back and delete. Say we didn't like our own edit, we can delete it from there. We can choose to reset it and start over again. Did you see I clicked on reset right there by author's original text? Start all over again if we didn't like what we did. Jumping right to the second editor, this is Audrey's account. Same principle, clicking on others' works, picking up the new document, go straight on in. Notice that we have some background coloring indicating that there's been some changes made by other editors. We can click in that, see the edit they made. We might like the edit they made, except there might be a couple things missing. Clicking on Edit then, we can go in and refine it. Clicking back, now we see that we have two entries. Another test here. Now notice that we see on the left side the edits that only we've made. And notice also this is in the size of a small paperback book. We're trying to give the editor the experience as if they're reading the book itself. And without having track changes, which are quite messy in their own work, they can then be able to see how it flows, feel good about it. They've done their work and they can leave it. Notice also there's a link at the top. We can click on Notify to notify the user, the author, that we are finished with our edits. Our third editor, Sherlyn, comes in to see the same work. Now she has the advantage of seeing work that's been done by two other editors. And in case their work varies significantly, such as this sentence that just may not make sense because whatever reason, we can go click on this switch to open up the editor's views so we can then read what Audrey intended to say by possibly changing an entire paragraph instead of sentence by sentence. With that then we can understand where she's going. We can click on one of these sentences right off to be able to see on the left side then the same editing page, sentences there, and we can agree with her, or we could possibly mark her as a troll. A troll is used, this editor seems to be making destructive or obnoxious entries. That is for the author to get a better idea of what the other editors feel that another editor is doing, and we wouldn't want to abuse that. So now you can see how they can edit each other's edits. We will go back into the author's view now by clicking on Edit Review on the left of his My Works page and clicking on the work name. We go directly in, review the works. We see now that he can go in and accept. Now notice when we accept this work here, this edit here, it'll go straight on in to his work and become part of his. So we see that his view, of course, will be the authoritative view in which he'll be able to see how things flow as well, so he does not get inundated with all the track change details, but being able to accept by sentence. We invite you to see the additional demonstrations to show the powerful features of PenSpring.